Hello, today we're going to be making this really cool Kangaroo by Engel. You should really get the book. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, but take a look, it's got a little Joey in there and everything. So we're going to start with a bird base. Bird base means that color side inside, corner to corner. And color side inside, corner to corner. And color side outside for side to side. And color side outside, side to side. All right, so then to make my smash folds a little bit better, a little bit easier, I bisect one of the corners, just like you're going to make a paper crane or something like that, just, from here to the next one, right? And then the opposite corner as well. Just these two corners, you don't have to do all of them, but it just makes it that much easier to make the bird base. Okay, so then we do just like you're going to do for a crane or something else like that, just you go down like this, okay? And then, of course, you flip up, and we try to be very careful and try to do a good job here. I have to resist the urge to do this quickly because I know people are watching. So I have to kind of, try to do it more slowly. It's weird, I get this thing in front of a camera, even if it's just my hands in front of a camera. Anyway, do the other side here. And probably most of you know how to do this, so it's shouldn't be a terribly revealing thing. And most of you probably have fast forwarded. Only a few of you are actually hearing these words. Okay. And we go like this. All right. And make a crease up here, just to have a crease on all four sides. They're all the same now. Okay, that's not as nice as I hoped it would be. Okay, so first thing I need to do is I need to make a valley fold here and a valley fold here. So I've got valley, valley, turn over, and then again with just one of the sheets, one of the layers, valley, phew, that's no good, and valley. I need to remember to slow down. So there's valleys. Okay, and then I need to do valley and valley. Valley and valley. And then over here, I do valley and valley. So I've got all of these valley folds, right? So check it out. Now, if I take this and I just take one layer here and then the rest of them over here, you can see that these valley folds just kind of open up a little bit, right? So what I need to do is I need to use the mountain side of this. So actually I need to shift over. Now I've got only mountain folds here, see? And then I'll just take one piece of paper on one side, the rest on the other. And see how all these mountain folds kind of come together. And what they do is they want to, if you've done it right, if you've done it well, then they're going to just kind of collapse as this model folds. So you can just fold that. Now we're halfway folded, okay? And see, I'm using the mountain side. I made it as valleys, but I'm using the mountain side. And you just fold down like this. So what I've got here is I've got on the bird base, I've got mountain folds on all four sides, right? And these don't really matter which direction they're going. Don't worry about that. The next step, what you're going to do is you're going to take these and you're just going to pull this way and this way. You're just going to pull. Shoop. And you get a pyramid. Look at that. Now, on your pyramid, you're going to want to collapse that pyramid. So you're going to want to have, there's already a valley here, but you're going to want a valley here and a valley here on both sides. So how do you do that? Well, you just kind of push in a little bit and push down a little bit, and it just kind of happens. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. And you push it to one side or the other. Doesn't really matter. We haven't decided which way is the head or the tail until now we know which way is the head and the tail. Okay. So you've got this little design. Now let's take these two little legs on the inside. And we're going to, let's just smash fold them. There we go. And smash. Origami smash. Okay, here we go. Smash fold these guys. That's a bit more white than I hoped to. I'm not doing a very good job. Tekito Sukiru, yo! Okay, so here we've got our mark of some kind of dystopian government. Now I want to outside reverse fold this. This is going to be the Joey's head. Now you want to make this as far out as you can, or as far down as you can, now that we've got it established as down. Because if you don't do it enough, it's going to look less like a baby kangaroo and more like a baby kangaroo maker. And then of course, you know, shouldn't be such a pointed nose, so we just take that little bit in the end and just tuck that in. So here's the Joey's face. Okay, good. Now, next step, pretty easy. We just do a rabbit ear of this whole thing. We just take that whole thing. We go all the way left, all the way right, and then fold it like that. So it sticks up, and then we can just put it down. That'll be the leg later. Turn it on the other side. Fold it this way. Fold it this way. And fold it this way. And then we fold it down. That'll be our leg. Oh, I should really slow down. Okay. All right. So now we've got legs are going to be here. These are going to be arms. Let's do the arms. So to do the arms, we put this down here. Do it on the other side, why not? And then we lift this up and just kind of make it like that. So it's sticking up like a shark fin now, right? And then you just put it down so that this angle is straight. Let's go back here and I just take that whole bit and we just put it down like this. Okay, so to finish the arms, we just rabbit ear fold them. Now, when you have origami instructions in a book, they tend to work a little bit on each part in every step. So it becomes kind of, it becomes, well, it's shorter for the book, but it's a bit confusing to remember. And then we just put it forward, and we rabbit ear fold that. Rabbit ear fold means this and this go together, and you're just kind of folding that in half. I hope you know how to do a rabbit ear fold if you're watching this video. Okay, and then I just kind of hook down the hands a little bit like that. See, I like to do each little part until it's done, rather than each part in each step. Because, he kind of goes like that, so that's how you do that, right? Now, see this line here? We just inside reverse fold along that line. We're starting on the head here. Looks like this. And then the next line here, you guessed it, inside reverse fold again. Okay. All right. And now I've got a little dinosaur, right? And next, over here, we inside reverse fold yet again. Okay. And now I'm going to make the ears. This is maybe a little bit difficult to see in the video. I don't know. Let's see. But basically, like the ears, this is going to come together, like these two pieces kind of come together, and like these kind of come together, right? So you're kind of making a gap here. You just hold the whole back here and make that gap, and then you just kind of push until that reaches there, and then you just push it back, and it should look like that. Oh, looks like I didn't do a very good job of that. Why? Oh, because that didn't go. Okay, I see. Why are you folding up like that? Okay. I'm sure there's a more sophisticated way to do this step, but that's just the way that I do it. Okay, so now he's got a really, really long nose. Thing is, I want to give him, I want to crimp in with eyes and then a snout, right? But it's very difficult to do that when it's in this condition. So actually, I kind of take it out one step and then take it out 2 steps to kind of fold out. And I can see the snout is starting from here. You can see there's some mountain folds here. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to fold along here and then another here. And then I'm just going to fold another here to give him some contours. you know, so I'm just going to fold it just a little bit in front of that to give him some eyes. And then just a little bit, give him a nice long nose, but then I like to have that little bit at the end. So it kind of looks like that. And then, if you kind of keep this all together, as you collapse, you can start to see the face. And then you do your maneuver again. It should be very easy to do. Just put that back together. And now he's got a full face. And if you want, you can even, you know, grab him here and then gently kind of pull down to change the angle of that a little bit. Give him a little bit more of a kangaroo face. And of course you can, you know, separate the ears a little bit so that he's, you know, a little bit more personality. Who doesn't like personality? Okay, so we've got the top kind of done. Now let's work on the legs and other stuff. So let's spread them. Oh, kangaroo yoga. Oh my god. Okay, so let's take the tail here, and I'm just going to fold this in half and fold this in half. Perhaps my video is not as good as others. It's just hopefully going to help some people to realize kind of how things work. So yeah, I just kind of folded that in half and folded this in half. And you do the other side as well. I just take that and just kind of fold everything in half. Okay, now these actually become the Joey's ears. So what we do is we just kind of take one layer and we kind of open it up and we kind of fold this up as high as it'll go, because he's just barely above the Joey right there, right? You don't have a whole lot of space to play around with. And then we just put this back down to where it was. Now, you won't be able to see anything. It still looks kind of like a happy dinosaur still, right? So don't worry about that. It's okay. We put the Joey ear up. And then we go and we put that. Why aren't you going back down the way that you were? I don't know. Okay, that's why. That just goes down like that. Just like that. You know, just, and then this goes down. Now, for the Joey's ears, basically you can just take this mass of paper that, you know, you just moved up there and just take it and then just like pinch it and bring it forward. And look at that. It's an ear, right? You just pinch this mass of paper. It's so much paper, so many layers that it kind of, you know, it feels like aluminum wire or something. It's just so malleable. So there you go. Look at that. He's got a little Joey in there with ears and everything. Kind of move these a little bit more tightly together, I hope. Okay, good. So now we've got a Joey, and we just need to have some back legs and a tail, right? So let's work on the tail. First, take it, you know, you're going to feel this line up here. Very naturally, it just goes straight up. And then after going straight up, let's just, you know, all the way from the bottom, let's, you know, I don't even know if that's an inside or outside reverse fold. Let's reverse fold that. And then just decide on a respectable angle for said tail. Seems like that's a pretty good angle for the tail. Just a little bit of a creative edge to that. For the legs, we kind of open this up. And, you know, it depends on your feelings on how you want the legs to go. But basically, I just kind of open it up and then just kind of smash it up. Just like that. And we'll do it on the other side. I'm kind of doing just on one layer of paper, kind of what is that going to be? It's going to be a valley here, and then like oh no, that's going to be a mountain over here, and then a valley over here, something like that. Yeah. See, I think I just confused people more than I helped them. I'm like the worst teacher ever. It's okay. I'm just trying to help people to get this model. Okay. And then, so you've got these massive, beefy legs. It's awesome. He's been at the gym. But let's make him a little bit more of a conventional kangaroo. So take an angle. You can just decide your own angle for that. And then put these together, right? And that angle is kind of going to decide the other angle. So I'm just going to go like that. And then it goes back. And he's kind of going in reverse. And then from there, you can kind of decide the next angle and just mount and fold. I like that angle there. So let's do that again. So I kind of, let's mimic the other leg so that he's not kind of strained on one side. Kind of make a fold. Looks like I just followed that line naturally. And then put these together. You know, kind of, we rabbit ear fold that. And put that down. And then we just match up the left and the right leg. Now, if you feel like this is too much, then just go ahead and hide some of that if you like. You'll notice a lot of variation. You know, sometimes the leg turns out like that. This leg turned out like that. There's a lot of variation among even the way that I do it. Almost every time the shape of the legs is a little bit different. This time I ended up a little bit small. But you know, there's an art to it. You enjoy doing that. And the last little step is we put that tail there. Cap my marker. And there you go. There you have it. That's the kangaroo with a joey. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that it was helpful to you. Please do watch the other video. They do things in a different steps, but yeah. And of course, you can take a look at the books that contain this. I think Origami for Connoisseurs and another Peter Engel book, Origami from A to Z, something like that. Anyway, thank you very much, and happy folding.